to day 2, and today we are going to be learning the letters, the lowercase letters U and W. Just 2 letters today, and you can see how hard I was pressing yesterday. You can see all the letters, so try to ignore that. All right, so again, we're going to start out with, let me move my chair. We're going to start out with good posture, making sure that we're holding our pen the right way, or our pencil, whatever you're using to write with. Your other hand is holding the paper so it doesn't slide around. And we're going to go ahead and start with the letter U. And we're going to start with the letter U on the bottom, again, because it's cursive and we're going to practice doing it the right way. It's not printing, so we don't start at the top and go down. We start at the bottom and go up. Because normally when we're writing a word, we're going to be connecting from the previous letter. So most of the time that's going to be on the bottom. So that's why we practice cursive starting on the bottom. Okay, I'm not going to keep saying that all the time, but here we go. So take a look first. I start on the bottom, I curve up, I touch the dotted line, I go back down, I make my U shape, I come up, I touch the dotted line, and there you go, and that's your U. And so this part is the connection from the letter that was before, and this is the connection to the next letter, okay? So here we go, U. Leave a space. Great, making sure both of these are touching the dotted line and the bottom is on the bottom. U. I'll do one more. Okay. Again, you can keep finishing practice, finish up your line. I don't know what kind of paper you're working with. I like this one the best, I think. All right, and then the next letter that we're going to learn is the letter W. And I picked this one because it looks similar, and there's one little thing at the end that makes the W special, and I'll show you what that is. So starting at the bottom, I'm going to sweep up, touch the dotted line, do it again, do it one more time, and watch. Whoop. I have a little handle right here. Our W has a little handle, and that's how it's going to connect to the next letter. If you'll notice, the U, well, first of all, the U only has one rounded part on the bottom, but it connects on the bottom, and the W connects on the top. Again, it's going to be very, very important when you're reading cursive writing or when someone is reading your writing that you get these little connectors right. Otherwise, they might not understand what you're trying to write. So that's the W. So here we go. I'll do a couple more, and then we'll practice writing a few words. Whoops, I didn't touch the dotted line that time. That one's not so great. There we go. All right. So I actually like this one, and I like this one. All right, so now I have a couple of words. I just thought of another one as I was writing. What was it? Okay, so I have a couple of nonsense words. The first one is tut, T-U-T. There's an Egyptian king named King Tut you might have heard of. If we were going to write it the right way, we'd use a capital T, but we're just practicing putting letters together. So we're going to write T, U, there's my U, and I'm bringing it down to connect to the T and T. And now I cross. T-U-T for Tut, King Tut. Do it again. Okay, so now you can see how the U connects to the letter T. Okay. Here's another one. This is a made-up word. It's not a real word. Actually, it's kind of a word part. You might see it at the end of a word, like institute. So it's going to be tut with a T at the end. Toot. I wrote T-U-T-E. Toot. Like in institute or substitute. Now, pay attention. When you're doing the letter T, make sure that you're not making it like this. We don't want any holes in our letter T, okay? We don't want that. We want our T's and our I's to be closed, so they're nice and tight and closed. And I'm saying that because I felt myself almost make a hole in my letter T. Don't want that. All right, so there's toot. Toot, toot, toot. Let's do the letter W connecting. Pardon me. The first one we're going to do is wilt. Like if you have some lettuce on your plate and you leave it out, it will wilt. It'll fall down or get kind of soggy, or yeah, I guess soggy is a good word for it. All right, so here's wilt. It's W-I-L-T. I'm going to start with the W, and I start on the bottom. W. Now here comes the little hand. Remember the little handle? So the handle is going to make the I right here. W-I, there it is. L-T. I know it looks super weird, right? There are some other letters that have a little handle. The letter B has a handle. But this is what lets you know it's a W. Okay, W. Here's the handle connecting right over to the I. And it starts at the top, and then L and T. Wilt. Let's do it again. W. Here comes the little handle going right into the I. L. T. Do it one more time. W. I. L. T. Wilt. Okay? And oh, I just thought of another one. I was going to do twill. I'll write it up here in case you want to do it later. Twill. That's one you could do. But I just thought of the word tween. If you have an older brother or sister, maybe they are a tween, in between a child and a teenager. Here's the word tween. It's T-W with the handle, and it's going to go right into the E right there. It looks so weird, but that's how you do it. Oh, darn. I didn't teach you the N yet. Well, that's how you make an N. Oh, gosh, there's Winston. Winston's mad at me for writing a letter that I didn't teach you yet. Okay, so here is tween again. T, W. We'll go back and do M and N together. E, another E, and oh, I'm so disappointed with myself. Oh, well. Don't worry about that N. Okay. And I think that is good for today. You could just do twee if you don't want to do the N. Some other words. I had a really hard time coming up with other words that you could do. U-W-I-T-L-E. So if you can come up with some other words, that'd be fantastic. The only other one I have is twill. Until then, oh, you know what? I can do tweet. I just thought of tweet. Let's do tweet. Tweet. T, W. Here's a little handle. E, E, T. Oh, I made a little hole in my T. Darn. All right, I'll have to do it again. T, W, E, E, T. Tweet, tweet. Okay, so that is all for today. I hope you understand the difference between the U and the W and how the W has a little handle to connect to the next letter. And we'll talk about what that looks like with the different letters. You've seen what it looks like when it connects to the I and what it looks like when it connects to the E, but we'll talk about the other letters later as we go along. All right, everybody, take care. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.